All mankind is from Adam and Eve. An Arab has no superiority over a non-Arab, nor a non-Arab has any superiority over an Arab. Also a white has no superiority over black, nor a black has any superiority over white, except by piety and good action. The likeness of the believers in their mutual love, mercy and affection is that of the body. When one limb of it complains, the rest of the body reacts with sleeplessness and fever. The relationship of the believer with another believer is like the bricks of a building, each strengthens the other. Beware of the supplication of the oppressed, even if he is an unbeliever, for there is no barrier between it and Allah. The merciful will be shown mercy by the most merciful. Be kind, for whenever kindness becomes part of something, it beautifies it. Whenever it is taken from something, it leaves it tarnished. A kind word is a form of charity. A Muslim who meets with others, and shares their burdens, is better than one who lives a life of seclusion and contemplation. The best form of jihad is the word of truth to a tyrannical ruler. Strive always to excel in virtue and truth. Whoever believes in Allah and the Last Day, should speak what is good or keep silent. The strong person is not a good wrestler. Rather, the strong person is one who controls himself when he is angry. Look at those who are less fortunate than yourselves, not those who are better off than yourselves, so you will not belittle the graces of Allah. Nothing is weightier on the scale of deeds than one's good manners. The perfect Muslim is not a perfect Muslim, who eats till he is full while his neighbors are hungry. If one has good manners, one may attain the same level of merit as those who spend their night in prayer. Beware of jealousy, for it destroys your character, just as fire destroys wood. Nothing shall be legitimate to a Muslim, which belongs to a fellow Muslim, unless it was given freely and willingly. Do not waste water even if you are at a running stream. Feed the hungry, visit the sick, and set the captives free. Spend in charity, and do not keep count, for then Allah will also keep count in giving your provision. A Muslim who plants a tree or sows a field, from which man, birds and animals can eat, is committing an act of charity. The best of you are those who are best to his wife. Whoever Allah has given 2 daughters, and is kind towards them, they will be a reason for him entering paradise. Knowledge from which no benefit is derived is like a treasure out of which nothing is spent in the cause of God. Whoever follows a path in the pursuit of knowledge, Allah will make a path to Jannah easy for him. A father gives his child nothing better than a good education. The best gift a father can present to his child is education. When a thing disturbs the peace of your heart, give it up. Richness is not having many belongings, but richness is contentment of the soul. No 2 things have been combined better than knowledge and patience. Know that victory comes with patience, relief with affliction, and ease with hardship. When you are 3 persons, then 2 of you shouldn't whisper excluding the 3rd person, for that would grieve him. Whoever Allah wants good for him, He puts them to test, He puts them through difficulties, like a diamond or gold that has to be burnt after, which anything bad from it is removed, so that what you have is the pure diamond or the pure gold. Be in this world like a stranger or one who is passing through. Be kind, for whenever kindness becomes part of something, it beautifies it. Whenever it is taken from something, it leaves it tarnished. The best among you is the one who doesn't harm others with his tongue and hands. The greatest jihad, struggle/striving, is to battle your own soul, to fight the evil within yourself. The strongest among you is the one who controls his anger. God does not look at your forms and possessions, but he looks at your hearts and your deeds. Riches are not from an abundance of worldly good, but from a contented mind. Exchange gifts, you will love one another. The best among you are those who have the best manners and character. No two things have been combined better than knowledge and patience. Tell people of glad tidings, and do not push them away. The best of houses is the house where an orphan gets love and kindness. The believer does not slander, curse, or speak in an obscene or foul manner. Feed the hungry, and visit a sick person, and free the captive, if he be unjustly confined. Assist any person oppressed, whether Muslim or non-Muslim. Do not waste water, even if you were at a running stream. You do not do evil to those who do evil to you, but you deal with them with forgiveness and kindness. He is not a true believer who eats his fill, while his neighbor is hungry. However much the faith of a man increases, his regard for women increases. What has reached you was never meant to miss you, and what has missed you was never meant to reach you. When you see a person who has been given more than you, in money and beauty, look to those who have been given less. Make things easy for people, and not difficult. Give people good news and bring them joy, and do not turn them away. Remember your own faults when you want to mention of others. Those who are patient in adversity, and forgive wrongs are the doers of excellence. Modesty brings nothing, except good. The most perfect man in his faith, among the believers is the one whose behavior is most excellent, and the best of you are those who are the best to their wives. Happy is the man who avoids hardship, but how fine is the man who is afflicted and shows endurance. The strong is not the one who is physically powerful, but indeed, the one who controls himself when angry. Happy are those who find fault with themselves, instead of finding fault with others. Conduct yourself in this world, as if you are here to stay forever, and yet prepare for eternity, as if you are to die tomorrow. Say the truth even if it may be bitter. It is better to sit alone than in company with the bad, and it is better still to sit with the good than alone. It is better to speak to a seeker of knowledge than to remain silent, but silence is better than idle words. You will not enter paradise until you have faith. And you will not complete your faith until you love one another. The best jihad is to speak a word of justice to an oppressive ruler. Patience is the key to content. If you do not feel ashamed of anything, then you can do whatever you like. More harm is done by fools through foolishness than is done by evildoers through wickedness. God enjoins you to treat women well, for they are your mothers, daughters, aunts. Strive always to excel in virtue and truth. When something weighs on your conscience, give it up. Riches does not mean having a great amount of property, but riches is self-contentment. Do you love your Creator? Love your fellow beings first. Contemplation for an hour is better than formal worship for 60 years. Religion is very easy, and whoever overburdens himself in his religion will not be able to continue in that way. So you should not be extremists, but try to be near to perfection and receive the good tidings that you will be rewarded and gain strength by worshipping in the mornings, the nights. Love for one's country is part of faith. Do not think little of any good deed, even if it is just greeting your brother with a smile. If anyone travels on a road in search of knowledge, Allah will cause him to travel on one of the roads of paradise. Be persistent in good actions. You will not enter paradise until you believe, and you will not believe until you love one another. Let me guide you to something in the doing of which you will love one another. Give a greeting to everyone among you. I was delegated as a prophet to perfect moral virtues. Good character is half of faith. God is merciful to those who show mercy to others. Power consists not in being able to strike another, but in being able to control oneself when anger arises. Honor your children, and thus improve their manners. The three best things: to be humble amidst the vicissitudes of fortune, to pardon when powerful, and to be generous with no strings attached. Whoever does not express his gratitude to people will never be grateful to God. The best people are those who are most useful to others. Living among others is a cause for blessing, while seclusion is the cause of torment. Happy is the person who finds fault with himself, instead of finding fault with others.